VR and animation art. Let us discuss how VR is changing the field of animation and visual effects and graphics. With the advancement of 3D applications across various platforms, virtual reality has become a common source of visual entertainment. 3D animation has been widely used in creating realistic VR environments. Introduction of VR has significantly increased the demand of 3D artists worldwide. More and more art students are making 3D animations first as their own choice of career. Ujjwal Doshi, who is a lead analyst at Technovia for research on media entertainment, predicts that currently the number of short films made in VR format is on the rise. With the increasing demand for animated movies, many movie makers like Baobaba Studios are exploring the possibilities of VR animated movies. Several movie makers are expected to enter in VR animation filmmaking, leading to the growth of the global 3D animation market. A 3D animation is essentially a movie that you can watch but not interact with. A VR simulation allows you to view things from any angle, moved around and in virtual storage or virtual space, and even allows the possibilities of interacting with virtual objects and equipment. With this technology, image filled Google immerse you in the world. When you turn your head in any direction, your camera angle changes, an obvious tool for the games. In the field of cinema and television, the integration of the three-dimensional animation effect is on the rise. It is difficult to say that is real thing is really exists there, or what is virtual is really virtual. So, there is it is very difficult to differentiate between virtual and real. Technology is emerging as a hero and content of the cinema. Audience expectations about animation and special effects in the cinema is on the rise. Virtual reality is changing the animation industry, as VR has given the 3D artist a platform to show the power of computer graphics to create a virtually realistic world. On a 2D screen, 3D objects are virtually limited to the camera angle, making the efforts of a 3D artist on the details is worthless. In VR, small details can be visualized and objects can be picked up, making a better use of 3D animation. Now, more and more artists are inclined towards the animation industry due to the rise of the demand for 3D artists because of VR technology. The future of VR is directly based on the advancements in computer graphics technologies. More believable, immersive and realistic the virtual environment will be, VR industry will gain more popularity. Now, I wanted to bring your attention to one of the debatable issue, that is virtual reality, is it an empathy machine? Virtual reality has been an interesting concept in terms of going beyond the conventional methods of consuming stories for the audience. VR being highly immersive is a great way to use modern developing technologies to tell stories. VR allows to tell stories in a manner that the traditional ways cannot penetrate. This is due to its capabilities to enhance the suspense of disbelief among those who undertake the experience. The traditional ways of storytelling have the detached concept of consumption. The audience can interact, but is outside the plane, that means the rectangle frame. What if the consumer goes inside the plane and experience it? VR explores this possibility. The gaming world has tapped into this and is growing in this direction. Highly sensorial, highly experiential medium. In cinematic parlance, direct cinema is losing its footing with the number of traditionalists dwindling, and also because of erstwhile traditionalists were moving away towards a fly in the soup, that means cinema verite approach. Even though a stitch of captures of 360-degree camera is considered direct cinema, the others are often seen editing themselves out of the captured images. It will also be right to say the coming of VR has taken cinema verite level further. This is because VR allows you not only immerse in the narrative, but also gives you the license to push the narrative forward. For example, Doom, Funhouse and many more examples. These are work of art which sway back and forth between the movie like narratives of cutscenes and adequate gameplay. This reveals the scope for evoking empathy in the audience. If games are designed with a social cause as a premise, hence both approaches of cinematic storytelling shows scope for VR to evoke empathy. Let us look at both parties involved in making and consuming the story, the audience and the filmmakers.